Hi Collective, welcome to the channel. So we're gonna do a Goddess of Love, a tarot spread. I did my first reading with this deck to do and I did a little introduction on how to take this deck, and we looked at a few of the cards, but I thought we need to get into doing a spread. So the one we're gonna do is a spread to heal heartbreak. Okay, so it's 6 cards. I'll go over each of the cards. I'll say the each one I'm pulling for as I pull the card, and then we'll get into doing the reading. Okay, so the first one is where I am in my healing journey. Okay, so let me shuffle it up. Right away I see 10 of Cups and 8 of Cups. So I'm getting this energy, really, you walked away from something. For some of you, maybe there was a family dynamic. I feel intuitively you just knew there was time to walk away. High Priestess came out. Okay. I always kind of take a prelude into the cards and then we get into it. Kind of get a feel for the energy, the cards that keep being shown. The Sun and 6 of Pentacles. You were going after something. You wanted what was fair. I feel you were getting treated unfairly. Okay. So, the Enchantress, which I believe is the chart. It's the Fool in this deck. I'm still learning the cards, but we're gonna pull the book on the cards when we get into it. Okay, so where am I at on this healing journey for the first placement spirit? Ace of Pentacles. Okay. Card placement 2. What wisdom does this heartbreak impact? The Chariot. It flipped with the Wheel of Fortune and the Hanged One. I'm going to put these back, but I will give the standard meanings here with the Chariot. You needed to release something because your destiny. Like, you realized something was not a part of your destiny. You got some sort of new perspective. What wisdom does this heartache impact? Like, you're realizing that you needed to go through something to like, you were shown basically what love was not, so you would know what love is. That's what you're starting to realize. Like, you had to endure this situation to show you what love was. Maybe for some of you, you already have a higher love, or a higher love here, or a new option or something, because the Lovers is on the bottom, which represents a choice. Okay, so my daughter's agreeing there. Okay, 3. How can I honor and ritualize my healing through this wisdom? Is the 3rd card. So how can I honor this and ritualize? Well, that was fast. The Sun. To embrace this new love. We're going to find more when we get into the cards, right? Okay, so the 4th card. What does the Goddess want me to know about this heartbreak? What does the Goddess want me to know about this heartbreak? And it's your inner Goddess, Phil. What you needed to learn. 3 of Swords. I'm going to tell you what I felt intuitively, and then we get into the reading. It was about boundaries, what you could handle. Like, I feel I'm getting like this people-pleasing energy. I feel like you put up with a lot. Like, you allowed maybe situations to come in between you and this lover. Kind of like you allowed a third party due to people pleasing, not having boundaries, okay, or that love for yourself. Like, that's what I'm feeling. Okay, let's take a look at the 5th placement, which is how can I surrender to her love and support? Maiden of Swords. How can I surrender? This is just starting anew. Coming up with a plan, starting new. Like, that's basically how you surrender this. Because this is like the Page of Swords. This is you strategizing. Just you needed to come up with a plan. Okay. 6. How can I find self-compassion along the way? 7 of Cups. Keeping your options open. Seeing through the illusions. 7 of Cups. Okay. Yep. Okay, there's our 6. Okay, so on the bottom, the 3 of Pentacles. Okay. So there's something that is opened up because of this, right? Well, that's kind of the justice you get, especially when you're enduring like a karmic cycle or something. Like, that's kind of like the silver lining. Like, whenever you go through something like this, you level up from it once you learn the lesson. It's all about lessons here. You need to know that. So, that's like the silver lining behind all of this, right? Okay, so where am I at on my healing journey? Ace of Pentacles. So now you have this new beginning, right? So because this is the goddess of the love, and now we're going to take a look at the fun meanings for each of these. I should have done the Pentacles last, right? Okay, so this represents rebirthing or birthing, which can indicate a new relationship with the body, a new job, or a new home. A sense of prosperity and riches is about to bless you. This is a card of abundance and fertility, so follow the invitation into embodiment by investing the practices like breath work, tapping. I'm getting, I guess, like that with that EFT tapping, self-massage, yoga, and other forms of somatic healing movement that serve body and spirit. Erect a foundation of relationship within the physical through the flesh, the heart, and bones and blood, and become an incubator for love, sex, and magic. The heart and the body are the physical temple and altar of the goddess of love. If not what you do, but how you do it, with your heart turned away toward her. Okay, turn off. Into all that, or infuse the erotic into all you do, so that your life becomes a living ritual for the divine. Wow. Okay. So that was for what am I in my healing journey? To what wisdom does the heart ache impart? Was the Chariot. Okay. So we're working with Goddess Freya. She's associated with the Chariot. And there's 2 majors here. To be guided by the divine force of love within you takes a certain type of surrender. The Chariot, a vehicle of light, is your transportation. Use your heart and vision on your spiritual journey, aligned with your will, your purpose, or whatever other world you want to use to describe the reasons you incarnated on this earth. Besides providing direction, this card points the way towards sex and the body. Freya, the Norse goddess of sexual love, embodies following the path of heart and the body deeper into the self. Freya rules over love, lust, and war. She is one of the members of the Vanir, the group of the Norse gods associated with health, fertility, and fortune-telling. Freya is the goddess of the wild, feral, ecstatic experience of love and sex and the darkness that comes out of devotion. Although she is married, she represents following your personal will and authority in love and in life. Wow, that's beautiful. The Chariot mirrors your inner visions and the voice within, illuminating when it takes a leap of faith, surrendering into the divine timing of the universe. The Chariot also means trusting the body, self-love, and the wildness where the divine erotic is unleashed into the embodied force. So the Hebrew word for chariot is the Merkavah. The Merkavah is the vessel of light that can transform the spirit into different realms of existence. The Chariots likewise ushers you into the realm of the goddess with love and authentic self-expressions are your guides. Beautiful. So following that is the sun. Sun to stop the moon. Okay. So the third placement. The sun is the active and penetrating force of the goddess love turned outward. Oh, this is the goddess of Sekhmet. It is a rebirth and illumination. It is the center of the circle, the solar sphere around which all of life orbits. The sun is the lust of passion felt within the seat of the soul, felt within the self that is the greater than the I. The sun represents new eon in which has been separated, purified, recombined, and purified again. The Egyptian goddess Sekhmet, the lion-headed goddess of lust, blood, and divine rage, is known as her bloodlust and warrior power. But Sekhmet is also the goddess of healing, embodying the duality of the sun and serving as a lesson to mind the intensity of your carnal longings. The sun is the omen of warmth and joy and a guide through the perils of whatever journey you're on. When you pull the sun, you're uncovering your sexual and sensual self. The lust feeds you, turns you on, and allows you to turn your gaze inward. It represents the alchemical rage that comes from protecting and devoting yourself to another. The lioness who would do anything for her cubs. It is the rage of heartbreak and the empowerment that comes from recognizing your sexuality as sovereign. Okay. Beautiful. Okay, the fourth placement, the Three of Swords. Saturn in Libra is the astrological correspondence. The Three of Swords is one of the spiciest cards in the deck. It is one of the most intense. In a deck guided by love, this is especially true. The Three of Swords represents heartbreak, pain, and torture. It's also the card of endings. Even if you know this is best, that things weren't meant to unfold any other way. The grief of sadness are real, and instead of running away, the goddess asks you to find tenderness and to care for yourself. Don't resist the pain, but find ways to move through it. To see the shadow work as a chance to untangle what led you here and what knowledge you can take into the next rodeo. Each heartbreak is a lesson, one that teaches you what you do and don't want, what you deserve and what matters. So that's what I felt. You're starting to realize this is why this happened. This is beautiful. All right, Maiden of Swords, which is the page. Correspondence elemental is earth there. The Maiden of Swords takes the power of mind and the thought and weaves it into the body. As the elemental representation of earth, maiden, and the air swords, this page hangs like smoke with its ability to expand and move into new directions without losing the groundness of the earth and body. The mind can lead you in new dimensions of lust and love in a way that encompasses your whole being. Trust your instinct to guide you. Perhaps there is a partner or an important figure who shares perspectives that allow you to move closer to your purpose. Consider shifting perspectives, detaching yourself from only seeing things in one way. The fixed energy of earth and a favor in a bird's eye view, the expansive quality of air. Being able to transform your vantage point in your mind is vital. Okay. And the last card to this spread is the Seven of Cups. Here we are. Correspondence is Venus and Scorpio. If you've ever had a crush, then you know the sensation of a new relationship energy. It's buzzing and it's electric and it makes you feel limitless possibilities of connection. And although the vibe is exciting, it can also leave you off kilter or cause you to miss yellow or red flags. If there's new relationship energy and you're having killer sex, you might be in what I call a FECK fog. Love and sex don't always leave you seeing clearly, and that's what the message of the Seven of Cups. Honor your rage and feelings and tune into your heart. Always, but be wary of getting too caught up in the feelings without taking a reality check. This card represents a fantasy world and a deep longing, and you want to be sure that any relationship or situation is one in which words and actions are aligned. If it seems too good to be true, it may very well be. Okay, when this card shows up reversed, perhaps you are finally stepping out of fantasy and seeing things for how they actually are. No matter what, remember that you still have the power to see clearly if you choose to step into a new perspective. Why did I read when it shows up in reversed? When this card shows up in reverse, perhaps you're finally stepping out of the fantasy. So you're not stepping out of the fantasy, but maybe you are, because they had me continue reading that. I think it's relevant for this, and that's what I feel like. Even though the Seven of Cups is the final card, you're starting to realize that. You're starting to see the illusions. You're starting to realize that this relationship, the situation may have really just been on like a sexual level. Like you really could have been in that energy. Like, you know, you're realizing that, you know. So that was, I feel, part of the lesson, right? All right, guys, 15:55 on the clock, right as I say that. I'm closing this one out here. Sending love and light to all of you. Bye, guys.